on TOMz Radio Toronto are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of TOMz Radio Toronto or its staff. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment and general information only, in the hope that they will be entertaining and informative to listeners. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or mitigate in any way any disease or condition or to promote any specific lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice, nor is the information presented necessarily accurate or verifiable.
Good afternoon, Toronto. Magandang hapon, mga kababayang Pilipino. This is your friend and countryman Ramon Datol, and we are here in our open forum program, where in our special guest for today is one of the candidates, municipality or town of Ajax, Ward 1, Mr. Arshad Awan. And of course, we have here also today our, you're the director, right? Communication director, Miss Susie. Later on, we will introduce her properly to you. But in the meantime, let's give our special guest, Mr. Arshad Awan, the microphone. Please introduce yourself and to our listeners right now. We have a lot of listeners from Ajax monitoring right now our interview with you, Mr. Arshad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Armando, and I want to also thanks to TOMz Radio for this opportunity to having me here. And I'm quite involved in the Filipino community for a while, and I want to thank all of them, people in here in Bethlehem Wilson and in Ajax. They're very nice to me and they're supporting me.
Yes, I know. I've heard. Somebody called me from Ajax. They're listening right now. The Lady Elvis of Toronto, Sina Sagala, and her family are from Ajax. They are monitoring you right now because they are asking me, shall we going to vote for Arshad? Of course, let's wait what is his project. Particularly, especially because this guy or this lady is a senior citizen with grandchildren living now in Ajax. Of course, we still also have here Miss Susie Lansky, all right, the communications director of the campaign, communicator director, Susie Tawashi of Arshad Awan's campaign. Could you please introduce yourself and greet our listeners right now from Ajax, not only Ajax, but all over the country as well.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us here for TOMz. I've been with the community, the Filipino community, for my whole life almost. I love the Filipino community, and I'm here to support Arshad. I know him for 10 years. He is our CFO for our charity, which is the Susie Q. Jewel's Children and Women's Program, in which we helped abused women stop the cycle of abuse. So we help this women and children, and we're coming up with our 2 years anniversary with a fashion show, and
that is October
22nd
22,
in Ajax.
Right?
Yes, it's at the Active Market.
It's a Saturday next week.
Yes, Saturday. So I would love to see you all come out, support, come and see Arshad. He will be there. And we are having a beautiful fashion show. His wife is going to be singing live. We also have a couple of dance crews and artists live. It's going to be a great meet and greet and appreciation to helping our community, because he's always been involved with the community. One thing about Arshad, I know him for 10 years, he's honest, reliable, and always dependable, and he's always been with the community. Every community, every diversity, he's always been there.
Yes, I've known Mr. Arshad here because he was also, I think he's still with the broadcast media, right? And I've seen your presence in almost all community events, particularly Filipinos. Yes. Well, of course, one of your projects, I think, is your senior citizen program. How could you please explain that? How will you further support the seniors in Ajax? Ward 1, huh? Ward 1.
Yeah, thank you. So before I start that one, can I just explain like what is Ward 1 is?
Okay, here, please.
For the Ajax people, so Ward 1 is if you in Ajax, you know, like there's Roseland Avenue, and then there's Kingston. So it's between Roseland and Kingston on north-south, and then on east-side is Harwood and Church. So that's my main corridor. Roseland and Kingston, Harwood and Church. And there's like couple of streets west of Church, and like Elizabeth Street and River.
Elwood Street, right.
Yeah. So that's my area. Roseland, Kingston, Harwood and Church. So please, if you live in that area, or your friends live in that area, or any family member, please give them a call and ask them to vote for Arshalawan. So regarding my program, as you ask, I don't want to make like too many promises, which I cannot.
Unlike other politicians
Yeah.
promising the moon to you.
Yes, so which I cannot deliver later on.
Okay.
So my focus is only like on two things. One is seniors. Okay, now you say, well, what are you gonna do about the seniors? So I'm not gonna go with the mental health.
Okay, there's been discussed already.
Yeah. Town of Ajax has a program for the seniors in which they say, okay, you come, 55 plus people come and register, and you can have fun and you whatever. But what I have noticed that a lot of seniors, like from Ajax, is a very diversified community. Like a lot of people live there from every background. So what I have noticed that not everybody goes to those programs. So what my plan is that I will try to allocate some funding from that program to each organization which represent different communities. So for example, let's say if it's a Filipino community,
Okay.
I will get some funding to the church. So church can manage their senior members according to their culture, their religious.
The religious, yeah.
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 So I think so that those dollars will be effectively spent. So let's say there's a mosque, so I will have some funding for the mosque, a temple, or a synagogue, those kind of. So that's my main focus, to get involved senior in an effective way, not just having a program. Okay, there's a program for you guys. If you'd like to come, come. If not, no. We want to spread this money to the various organizations in which every community can benefit.
Well, of course, some seniors here, not only from Ajax or here in Toronto or in the Toronto municipalities, most of these seniors wants to learn IT or computer or laptop to have their even a little knowledge about online, Facebook, YouTube, you know, for their community. Do you have? Are you thinking of giving them some special project about the seniors learning the basic of computers?
Actually, Arshad, you should bring up how to vote online also.
Yes.
Ajax has changed the voting to
Yes.
be online. So
Everywhere
a lot of
now.
seniors probably don't know how to vote. So maybe you should go through that.
Yeah, actually, I really would like to various seniors, and you know, they ask me questions, how can we log in, how can we search. So I try to help, like as an
That's a nice
as an individual, but my focus will be like, the effort should be like by the group. So we have the group. We can call some IT specialist or some internet specialist and come and teach them or help them or educate them in maybe their own native language per se. Yeah.
Nice one.
So, and then they can have their own food. You know, even though we love each other, but still we like the food we eat.
Correct.
So there's some variances like between the food and the culture and what you call that, the jokes and everything. So I would say that each group should be catered according to their needs, not just something dumped on them. You know, okay, this is for you guys. You have to deal with. No, we should respect every community, each individual, what they like, and we offer them what they need.
Mostly during summer, right? Community events,
Yeah.
wherein they could showcase their own culture, their own food.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's a nice program, dispersing funds equally among these communities.
Yeah. Maybe not equally. We have to see like how many, members here, how many members there,
Yeah.
what are their needs, what are their, so that there will be like a formula or a process in place in which we have a, let's say, let's say, so every group has like equal opportunity according to their needs.
Well, by the way, can I ask this? Ajax, the town of Ajax has a budget for this special budget for this for the needs of different communities.
I know that's what I say. Like that's really my goal to get.
Oh,
the budget for, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as I said, like there's a program right now for the senior. So let's say if the budget is this much, but that budget might not be used to everybody. Because I know from my own research that our senior, they don't go to those events. They just stay in the mosque and they just do little things there. So if I have this much budget, if I can chop that budget, give to here, give to there, give to there, and they can use this more effectively, I think that'd be nice. Yeah.
Yes, that would be nice, of course. Each cities and municipalities here in Ontario have their own budget. A budget for special projects initiated by riding councillors. Probably you could start that by looking or funding these activities, which is very nice. I'm telling you, it will be acceptable to different communities, especially the Filipinos.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've heard Mr. Ashad here, so seniors of Ajax Ward 1. Oops, my comadre, that's Comadre Sina. You've heard what Arshad a program for you, seniors. There are 69, 70s, up to 75 years old. They're listening right now. They've been calling me and telling me or asking me to ask you, is there any possible financial aid that you could probably give the senior citizens that badly need some assistance?
Well, that comes into the different area when you say like financial aid. So I don't know what I mean. That you want to have like for the daily expenses, or is,
yes, there are
some.
medicines.
So that I have to check that what kind of, what are the possibilities there in the budget. Yeah. So on that I cannot promise anything. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You cannot just promise the moon and the stars to these voters.
Yeah.
You will not vote.
Yes. So I'll see. Like if I get elected, I will have a like budget in my hand. I have to see what are the line items there in the budget.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have a line item in the budget which, let's say, doesn't add any value to the community.
Yeah.
So you can take those line items back and you can initiate a new line item. Okay, let's say, for example, a line item for the seniors to some financial help. Let's say if they're needs for some reason they don't have enough money for a month or two, we can help them. Yeah. So that comes into the budget. Then you have to go like line by line, which line items are we can use for those.
You know, my friends, Mr. Shadir is accountant. So that's why he knows what he's talking about money and financial needs of all the people here in Ajax Ward 1. And I don't know if he's promising that accountability per se of what we are talking about here will be given to you so that you know where your taxes are going. Right, Mr. Rashad?
Thank you.
I've read here that you are an accountant and the president of Muslim Children's Fund of Canada.
Yes.
It's a non-profit organization. And Susie here said that you support Susie Duals Women and Children program. Okay, after the break we will go to our shared programs for children of Ajax 1, or rather Ajax Ward 1, after some words from our friends. Take it away, DJ Ann.
Mga kababayan, pwede na magpadala ng pera online to the Philippines gamit ang iRemit X. It's safe, secure, and hassle-free. Download the app from the Google or App Store and register for free. You can also visit our branches in Toronto, Calgary, and Vancouver. Or Google us at www.iremitx.com for more information. Huwag nang ipagpabukas pa. Download na!
committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our clients in Canada and overseas in a wide range of immigration matters. We focus on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf.
kahit nasa bahay ka lang gamit ang iyong Show My King online franchise business. Step 1, you post. Step 2, we deliver. Step 3, you earn. Tandaan, sa Show My King lang yan.
We're back, open forum with our special guest for today, candidate for Councilor Ward 1 of the town of Ajax, Mr. Arshad. And of course, he's with this communicator director, Susie. And of course, Susie here is also the chairperson of the Susie Q Jewels Women and Children program that deals with, according to their platform, abused women and children. And they will be having a meet and greet event October 22. Could you please invite them again?
Yes, we're looking forward to seeing you. So come out to the Active Market at 19 Notions Road in Ajax. We're only asking for you to, it's a free event. But
free event, yeah.
We're asking for a non-perishable item for the flood victims of Pakistan. So we're actually doing a fashion show there of a fusion with Eastern and Western attire. And the Western attire is my line, which I'm a designer, which is Susie Q Jewels. And this is how it started. Arshad was working, well, he's always been a supporter of Susie Q Jewels. And I always told him that we help so many other shelters throughout Ontario with our fashion shows. Why don't we open our own way of helping women and children and getting that cycle of abuse out of their system? So we do counseling for the young children so that they don't become a victim or abuser. And he was all for it. So we've been doing this for 2 years, and our anniversary will be on October 22nd, in which he's going to be there, so you can put a face. Yeah, put a face to his name. So yeah.
This guy is so popular in Ajax because I've read that he also ran for a federal MP position in 2019, and the kind of votes that you got, it will catapult you as the mayor, even mayor, with that kind of votes, 13,000 plus. One more question, Susie, before I go back to Arshad here. You said that your advocacy is abuse children and women. Does it include those children in school being bullied?
Well, I'm a hypnocognitive behavior therapist, so I do a lot of therapy with bullying and also with the women shelters itself. So I try to also do counseling for the children so that they don't either become a victim or abuser. Because people take for granted that abusers, we always pinpoint them. But it's their past, right? So if they don't get counseling to better themselves, they're going to just follow their path of being an abuser. So if we can stop it from when they're children, and this is a great thing that he's supporting as being counselor, is to help more community involvement in getting children to do more community activities because they're our future. Children are our future, and these are the people that are going to lead the path through our future, so we should be supporting that.
That's what our national hero Jose Rizal
Yeah.
has been telling us in his
Yes.
book that children are the future of our country.
That's so true.
Correct. Nice one, nice project. Okay, going back to Mr. Arshad here. Well, nice supporting Herald Ballsy of So Secure Jewels Women and Children Program. Yan po, mga kababayan. That's what I've been telling our kababayans, our voters from Ajax Ward 1. I like this guy. And he's got a very reliable communicator director here. Okay, Mr. Rashad, we are not talking about the children. Your programs for this, the kids of Ward 1 of Ajax.
Oh, actually, my both programs are for whole Ajax, not just for Ward 1.
No, yeah, okay.
So it's because I'm running in Ward 1, so that's why
Yeah.
I ask people from Ward 1 to vote me and elect me. But my program will be affected
For the whole town.
Ajax. And the other programs I came is about the children. Like when you have a child,
Yeah.
and you want to register them for swimming or for music lessons, and
That's an extra activities for
Yeah.
kids during
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah,
And
so-
even winter,
yeah, so what I found out from the communities, different communities, that the fees are too high.
Yeah,
Not
that's correct.
Not
That's
everybody
correct.
can afford them. And to me, no child should be deprived of, for those extracurricular activities. Every child should be able to go and participate in those activities. And for tourism, it helps your physique. It also helps your mental health.
Yes.
And you become more social. If you notice, we are becoming more and more less social because of those internet and those games and everything. So my plan will be either those activities should be free. So what I mean that every child can go and they participate. And if let's say the budget constraint won't allow that free option, then those fees should be brought down to a level where everybody can afford them.
Your project is good for the kids,
Yeah.
but of course the question
Yeah.
here is financial assistance again from your government. It's the funding again.
Yeah.
And probably as one of the best accountants here in Canada, you can
Yeah.
probably search for sponsors and why not find sponsors to fund these activities for kids, like what you say, swimming. Of course, they could have a good camaraderie with the kids of their neighborhood.
Yeah. So once you give those opportunities to the kids, when you give those opportunities to the kid, those kids will be a good citizen.
Yes, correct.
They will be a responsible citizen because they were around the people. They learn all those things. So in the long run, I think it will be beneficial to not only Ajax but also to the whole Canada and to the world. So we want to produce a better citizen.
Well, we only touched two issues here, the seniors and the children, and I believe Mr. Rashad Sawan here, candidate for Ward 1 of Ajax, could be the missing link of Ajax to make all this possible. And for mga kababayan, to my countryman who lives in Ajax, please help this guy. Believable, doable, his programs here. And of course, the other guy here boards to us how Mr. Arshad here helped, not only for the seniors, but the abused women and children of Ajax through the Susik Jewels Women Children. Oh, I like that. The Harvest Seed of Hope. What is this? Pinakbet International. An advocacy of community gardening. That is one of your projects that I've seen here.
That's one of my, I'm also CFO there, and it's one of our a very nice community, Filipino community.
Yeah, this Filipino pinakbet is vegetables.
It's Maria Lexon. So she has this program in which she advocates the community
Green project of Ajax, not only.
she advocates the community garden.
Yes,
So
that's nice.
she teaches kids how to grow vegetable, and I'm part of that organization too. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. You're helping the Filipino community.
Yeah. I'm always there.
Just give them the seeds that they need and they will plant it in their backyard. You know, Filipinos, they are good gardeners.
Yeah. It's not like a backyard, but sometimes I think there's a concept that you get, those bottles,
Oh, yes, yes.
and you put the...
Yeah, it's the small pots,
And, so there's
a lot of things. Yes, and you are helping green projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the thing, what you call like necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
So when you don't have anything, I don't have anything, so okay, get the bottle, put the dirt in there,
That's nice, That's how Filipinos work.
Yeah.
Gardening.
Yeah, that's what...
We have green thumbs,
That's why I admire like people from Philippines.
Yeah.
That they always come up with the solutions.
Correct.
Instead of like complaining all the time, they come up with a solution.
We don't complain too much.
That's what I'm saying. That's what like
Correct. You're right.
the people complain all the time, but they don't complain. They say, okay, we can do this one. So they come up with the solutions.
And we will help you.
Yeah, thank you. I need that.
Yeah.
Of course, I know you have some places to go to, campaign. Okay, I will ask you to see your parting words and what could you say further about this man whom the Filipino community will vote in October 24 election.
Well, I want to see you there on October 22nd. Come and meet him in person. But I need you to get out. Tomorrow is the 17th of October.
Yes.
It's the first pre-vote. So if you can go online, vote for Arshad, Ward 1, Ajax. That would be amazing because honestly, I know him for so long and he can actually be dependable, reliable, and help the community. Because that's what Ajax needs right now. They need to clean up, have our future leaders, which are our children, and help our seniors.
Wow, thank you very much, Ms. Susie Tamasi, the Communicator Director of our Shadow One campaign. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our candidate, I think you will win here because a lot of Ajax residents, Filipinos I've talked to in the last 3 days that they saw your picture in my Facebook page where I announced that you will be our guest. We have a lot of watchers, listeners here in our open forum program. Vote for him. Okay, let's hear his parting words. Mr. Shad Awad.
I want to say thanks to you and to your radio and to your team here. Everybody's so grateful to me, and also want to say thanks to the whole Filipino community. They are very helpful to me, and they are very respectful to me. I want to say thanks to all of them, and I want to request them that please vote for me in Ward 1, which is Kingston and Rosden, Harwood and Church. That's the area, and if you live in there or your friend or your family member, please give them a call and ask them to vote for Arshad. And am I allowed to give my phone number?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So my phone number is 416-230-4848. That's 416-230-4848. And this is my personal number. You can call me anytime, and I will answer you anytime.
All right. And besides, the Filipino community knows you. We know your name because we've been seeing you supporting the Filipino events.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's our short but meaningful interview with Mr. Arshad Awad, a candidate for Ward 1 of the town of Ajax. All right, mga kababayan po, let's help this guy. I know he will be the big difference that you're looking for as your councilor. Well, thank you very much. In behalf of our producer, Cecil Araneta, is down there. She's supporting you so much.
Yeah.
With our director, Ian Santillan, and the only most beautiful DJ all over Toronto here. Yeah. And Agustin, this is your friend, Ramon Datol. Magandang hapon.